That was a great play by CeeDee Lamb, but I promise I will never overreact to a scrimmage. Come on, man. What we talking about? So, guys, before I even intro this video, well, let me intro the video. We got camp awards and top performers, and I got notes and all that good stuff. All right, before I do any of that, guys, a scrimmage, you can't win or lose a scrimmage. I don't care how many times somebody scores, somebody gets in the box. You can't win or lose a scrimmage. You can't win or lose a practice. Yes, you want to look at effort, you want to look at technique, but the whole point is to practice against these guys, to hit somebody else, to get a feel for somebody else. I've seen reports that, oh, the Broncos have scored this amount of times and the Cowboys have only scored one, so they won the scrimmage. Nobody's game planning. They're running their sets. They're running what they like. We're running our sets. We're running what we like. If there's a mistake here or there, it happens. Like, we're at the time of year, I get it. We're at the time of year where everybody wants to overreact. Everything you see is, we just got to come to a fast, thought. Like, we're bad because we lost to the Denver Broncos in scrimmage. No, you didn't lose. You don't lose scrimmages, guys. It's football. These guys are still working the kinks out. It's okay. Nobody's even tackling to the ground. So, I'm not even going to – I did like that route by CeeDee Lamb, but I'm not going to go into what I saw and overanalyze that. I want to talk really about who's been a top performer at camp, the top performers at camp, what I've seen. I'm actually going to have John Owning and Skywalker still on Sunday night after the game. Obviously, we'll recap the game, but then go live with those guys to kind of talk some scheme, what we've seen at camp. Sky was at camp. I didn't get to go this year, so just, let's keep it. You know how we do on this channel. We not gonna overthink or overreact or none of that. So anyway, who's been the best player at camp? Who's been the best player at camp? It's been Micah Parsons, and it's not close. Well, it's kind of close. I really think that CeeDee Lamb has been second. But Micah Parsons is just, he's going to be a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. And when you have a guy like that on one side of the ball who's just that good, that transcendent of a player, it really is going to allow the defense to do so many more things. You bring in a guy like Anthony Barr, and I know I said I wanted to talk about the scrimmage, but you see he's beating tackles to Russell Wilson. He's flying around the field. Micah Parsons he's going to be a mainstay as a top performer, as a defender in the NFL for a long, long time. He did it all camp. Terrence Steele, I consider him to be a good tackle, and he just beat him. He beat Tyron Smith. And CeeDee Lamb is a close. He's not. I said it wasn't close, but CeeDee Lamb is kind of like a close second. I liked how he's really embraced being the one at receiver, and I think he's meant to be a one. I also like how Kellen Moore is using him in motion. I like how he's bringing him so teams have to declare what they're doing in pass coverage, and they can't quite get their hands on him. They can't double him. You can use him all over the formation. So kudos to you, Kellen Moore, for using him. Let's keep that creativity going. But those two have really been the one. But Micah is one, and it's not. I keep saying it's not close, but it's kind of close, but not close. Y'all get what I'm saying? He's been a one. Who's been the most improved? This one was interesting, but I'm gonna go with Simi Fehoko. I was going to do a video on this, and I still may. I want to see how it translates to preseason games with him. Simi Fehoko has made me put pie on my face because I'm like, didn't really see any juice from Simi last year. Maybe didn't quite get the opportunity. You had Coop in the room. You had Gallup, who was here. Injury from Gallup has now given him that opportunity. Coop being traded has now given him that opportunity. And Simi has looked good. Jalen Tolbert has looked good, and we'll talk about the top performer rookie. But Simi has looked really good, man. And I'm just like, you never want to see somebody get hurt. But that injury, I feel like the Cowboys did a great job, not overreacting. Now, it has to translate to game situations, preseason games, and then obviously in the regular season while we wait on Michael Gallup to get back. But what you're seeing, you rather see this than him not playing well. And then you see a big guy who's a big target who can run. That's never a bad thing. Simi Fehoko, definitely most improved. Most consistent. This is going to shock you guys, but it's been Anthony Brown. I wanted Boss Man Fat, Kelvin Joseph, to take this job from Anthony Brown, and he just can't. And for whatever reason he can't, I think Anthony Brown has been more consistent than Trevon Diggs. around the ball, consummate pro. He knows what you're trying to do, scheme wise, route matching wise, and pattern matching wise. He knows what you're trying to do. He has a good feel for offenses and flow. And he's just there, man. He's never going to be the best corner in the league, but he's a serviceable. He's beyond serviceable. And so it's good to see that Anthony Brown is still so consistent. And it's just good. It's really good to see that Anthony Brown is out there still making plays. The biggest disappointment has been Boss Man Fat. So much talent, but I want him to take this job. And there's still preseason games for him to do it, so it's not like we're writing him off. But you want Boss Man Fat to do more. You see him getting beat a lot. It's preseason. It's camp, so we'll see if he could turn on the preseason. But, I don't think that he'll be your starting corner opposite Trevon Diggs week 1. I think that'll be Anthony Brown. In nickel packages, they'll do some things with Jordan Lewis and some of these other guys, but I don't know. You guys let me know who's been your biggest disappointment. And then my biggest surprise, Tristan Hill. Has to translate. He's always had that quick twitch, but Tristan Hill has done some really, really nice things. And I got to kind of eat some more crow on that. That's one thing about it, guys. I don't have so much pride that I'm like, I think I know it all. Like, if a player's doing their thing, because I want the Cowboys to be great. So you want Tristan Hill to be, good. And so the fact that he's shown some things is really encouraging. Got to show it in preseason games. And that defensive line room is really, really deep. Biggest and best rookies. I got 3. Jalen Tolbert, Sam Williams, man. Sam the man. But Tyler Smith, your first 3 picks actually look like something. Barring injury, you're going to need your first 3 picks to be great. And all 3 of them have shown things that they can play in the NFL right now. Wouldn't you know it? The Cowboys look like they've drafted good again. And it makes sense, NFL sense. Wouldn't you know it? Tyler Smith, he's stone, guys. He's looked physical. He could be better, but he's also could be a lot worse. So I like what Tyler Smith is doing. Sam Williams, if him and Mike are coming off the edge on 3rd down, you're not even going to remember who Randy Gregory was. If he can ever learn how to play the run, we're going to be in good shape. And then Jalen Tolbert, again, he looks farther along than some of these receivers that's been on the roster. And then even Dennis. So, again, this rookie class is going to be fun, guys. It's going to be fun. This team is going to be fun. These are my awards, camp awards, preseason watch list. You can kind of put it all in there as one because these are who we're going to – I want to be watching these players during these preseason games. It starts with Denver on Saturday. You guys let me know who you're watching. I'll get in the comment box. I'll respond. I know I don't respond as much as I used to. Sometimes it's so much, and I coach. But I'm going to respond. Thank you guys, Cowboys fans, so much for rocking with me. Liking, sharing, subscribing. It's your boy Foots.